Welcome back to another night of Pathfinder in the world of Cyrenthe in my homebrew. Thank you for joining us. I always forget what I want to say. I want to make this smooth. And you know what? We're just here having fun with some players, playing some Pathfinder, telling some stories, and putting the pressure on the players to make decisions, and they better be the right ones. But some good decisions that you as watchers can make are you can give us a follow. That actually then you can create a follower or an NPC in the world of Cyrenthe. Just kind of give us a little basic information about it, and we'll make sure that they get in a couple episodes. Another person to follow actually is our bard, the Derpwood, where you heard their music starting, and you'll hear their music hopefully this evening. Let's see, bits and subs are another option as well. Subs will get actually a larger main or more main NPC character into the game. I think we had Fangtooth was one, and actually Novicius Lucklin was the other. So we've got two so far. So any followers or any subs can get a special NPC in the game. Otherwise, bits, if you donate 100 bits, you can actually give a hero point to any of the players or the DM. Wink, wink. The DM has 0 hero points, so the DM could always use some. Feel free to drop them my way. Technically, you know, today is a 3rd session, so you all can get an additional hero point from your generous GM. I should change that. Your generous game master, you'll have an additional hero point. So 4 for Joanna and Guzmik and 2 for Hestian now. Let's see, otherwise, if you really want to connect into my Discord and say hi, kind of give me any information or any leads on improvements to be made, constructive criticism, feel free to jump into there and connect with me on Discord so that we can kind of chat, and maybe that'll help make the stream even better. But for those that I know are doing quite well with the stream and don't really need a whole lot of improvements done are my players. So players, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself and where people can find you and who you're playing tonight. And as always, we're going to keep the tradition. Mike, you're up first.
Hello, everyone. I'm DM Madcap, aka Mike. I am a veteran of 30 plus years of doing tabletop RPGs. Generally, I do homebrew content on D&D Beyond. I run my own games. None of them are streaming at this time. And from there, you can find me on almost every social media platform as some form of Madcap followed by a number. Let's see. Also, I do stuff with Guild Superior on occasion. Tonight, however, I am playing Hestian, the Wood Elf or Whisper Elf rogue. Back to you.
Fantastic. Allie, you're up next. A little bit about yourself and who you are playing tonight.
So I'm Allie. I have a very immature sense of humor because Hestian just said doo-doo and then I stopped listening to him. Tonight I am playing Joanna, the human monk, who loves NPCs. Also, yeah, last session I used a healing potion for Guzmik, and that was from Novicius, so shout out to him.
About that, our last player who did go down last week and is currently still at Wounded 1, which you do need to kind of rest to recover that. Wait, no, that was the night before. You're not in Wounded 1 anymore. I think you're safe. We will fix that.
Oh, should I just...
Yep, you should not be wounded anymore. Now? Yep, you're good. So, Shelly, a little bit about yourself and who you're playing tonight. You can always wait to do that. I'll remind you afterwards.
I've accidentally made myself wounded 3 times, so we'll need to fix that for sure. Hey, I'm Shelly. I am Flea Monkey, real Flea Monkey on Twitter, and I can be found here every Wednesday night and also on Guild Superior every Tuesday night playing some Greyhawk Mayhem. Tonight I am playing Guzmik, your friendly neighborhood cleric, who actually did some clericing last week. I helped out. Let's see if I do it again. Because I went down right after that.
Oh, there you go. It's a curse now. You helped out, went down. Might never see another healing out of Guzmik again.
Yeah, you might
Ah,
not.
damn it.
One of those 2 healing spells that I have.
All right, everyone. I think that is about it. Are you all ready to jump back in?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see. Where did we leave off last time? I believe the players had made it to Greenlet, finally escorting a wagon full of supplies to an encampment, a gathering of people, probably. Waiting to watch some of the unloading, talking with the head of the group, a one Kianzel Dewdrop, I believe.
Does he juggle?
No. Nope, he mainly just kind of lazes around and enjoys moments with nature. While the cart and wagon had been unloaded, Kianzel did mention that he was in need of some assistance, if you would offer your services. That someone had been setting traps in the woods about halfway to the river, and he's had a few incidents, and just requested that you kind of check the area out. Maybe if you're lucky, find who does it, or who is currently setting those traps, and either encourage them to be on their way, to bring them back to the community, to even maybe just warn them about keeping traps away from the road.
Right, kill him.
Preferably not kill him, because that would sit on his conscience. He was worried about you doing that, but you know,
No, that's what we did.
that's just right. Who knows what will happen? He did offer a cask of Baneberry mead, which I think the players were kind of turning down, for they wanted something a little more substantial, and at some point we're interested in a plot of land. And then spoke of taking nothing. So I think we're a little at odds of what reward will be given, but Kianzel seems to not mind it at all, to leave that to the future. As you had left the town, I think before I said that Kianzel had kind of started heading off and loading up, but more so he was kind of checking at the cart to make sure, and starting to send some people off to plan a bit of a celebratory dinner for when you hopefully return, knowing that it's only a half-hour walk to the west, that you could be back probably close to nightfall and be quite hungry. The only clue you have of where you're trying to go, you know that to this path to the west of Greenlet, about halfway is a sign kind of warning others that traps are nearby, and that you should be on the lookout for baneberries. That seems to have been something close to a few of the traps.
Did we know what baneberries are used for aside from making mead?
I was actually just about to check that to see what kind of knowledge we have of nature. Why does everyone give me a nature check?
Oh man, Guzmik knows some stuff about baneberries. 20. 22. Listen, they're
14.
just like Mountain's Foot. I know exactly I know exactly what these are for and who eats them.
Oot.
Well, let's see. Joanna, you don't really know about Baneberry. Hastian, you've probably not had the mead. You've known about them a bit for them being near the sides of the roads, kind of out in the wilderness. You know that they can be... They're probably not the most desirable food to eat. But Guzmik, you know the secret to baneberries. Baneberry bushes, they're known to have blueberry-sized red berries in season for most of the summer. But what's strange about it is they have little kind of defensive hairs on the berries that are known to be a skin irritant and even to be, I guess it's mainly a skin irritant. But if you take the time to peel off the outer skin and get past all that unpleasantness, you are rewarded with a strange, tardy sweetness of a fruit.
You guys, this isn't bad. You want to try one? I mean, I'll peel the hair off of it. I mean, you know, for purely scientific reasons, if anything. Let's see what it does to you guys.
I mean, you'll have to
And I'll
find
start-
some first.
All right,
Because he said you just need to look for them out in the woods.
Can I, do we have any sitting around here? Well, forget it. No, we'll do it later.
You know, I bet in your travel, if you're ready to leave Greenlet and head off down the road, I'm sure you could find some quickly running off the road to find some. So, of course, go ahead.
Okay, I'll pick up a couple, carefully because of the hairy skin irritant quality, and peel them off. Here you go. You guys try them. See what happens. I mean, see if you like them.
We should change our group name to Hairy Skin Irritant. I'm
I like
kidding.
the mountain foot, so I'll try it.
All right. And Guzmik is watching both of you guys
Cool.
Yeah, I'll give it a
and
taste.
intently.
Just as I said, get that
Yeah.
strange, tardy. The first bite is really tart, and then it kind of mellows out to that lingering sweetness.
Right? The finish, pretty nice.
It's not bad. Not bad at
Yeah.
all. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to... Because it took you a while to take all that skin off.
Well, I mean, I do have these. As you see all the long, icky black fingernails that I have.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great for some things, you know, but it's hard to deal with hairy skin. I want to make sure I got it all off for you, you know. Anyway, let's go.
Glad I know your preferences now, Guzmik. Anyway,
All
let's
right.
keep searching. Let's look for some trap. Have we found the thing that says, "Hey, there's traps"?
Yeah, about, I guess, getting close to and very early dinner. You're probably looking about 5 o'clock. You do catch a red kind of ribbon tied on the tree with a kind of swinging note attached to it. Seems to be a bit worn and weathered. You can barely read out traps ahead. Beyond that, a couple more trees, another kind of another red tied sash against the tree, but No warning sign attached. Seems like you guys are probably in the general area. Looking down at the road, you do catch... Here's a bit of a... almost like a gopher hole. Dug into the road. Just off the side, you see a couple more. Definitely tell that something is here, and you might be in the right place.
Like to examine the gopher holes for traps or otherwise to see what they might have been, if there's snares or other types of traps that I'd be familiar with.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Oh, I was hoping to use thievery. But we'll go with
More perception.
17.
Some of them are pretty clever. They do almost just seem like gopher holes. Others you can definitely tell are a bit too large. Seem to be... They'll definitely catch up the ankle a bit if you were to step into them at speed. A little too numerous for just a regular gopher hole.
All right.
I'm looking for berries around.
Okay. We'll see how this goes for you guys, if this works. Welcome to some woods and a forest. You can see ahead of you a bit of a hill starting to work its way out of the woods. So you know that a hill is ahead of you somewhere. But beyond that, your vision gets kind of clouded through all the trees and the bushes in front of you. But players, why don't you all give me a perception check? We'll see what you all see.
Oh, it's about to change my dice. Alright, we're good.
All right. Let's see here. We're gonna put this one. Hastian, off kind of to the north. Beyond that, where it is marked on the map, you can you catch a glimpse of something red, kind of fluttering and swaying in the breeze.
Where? Up there?
Up to the north, yep. So up here. Kuzmik,
Oh.
You're looking for something red. And you catch something red over in this area. And then beyond here, you find something kind of yellowish orange kind of catch the light and draw you off beyond where that circle is.
Yep.
Joanna, you see something small and red kind of poking through the trees beyond this point here to the west, kind of bouncing and shifting a little bit, but unsure exactly what it is pointing to. And here's the last one. And Joanna, you also see something silver catch the light up here. So just a few markers on the board to kind of make your way towards the two. There are two red ones that are close. Oh, sorry. The middle red one is actually on the map. Same with the silver. The other three are leading you in a direction. For this, I assume you're going to want to go in a bit of caution. So we'll start probably, well, I guess what it would be the marching order. What is the plan for the players?
First,
before you move.
Kuzmik is wondering if there's any, this is not her forte, but she's closest to the ground. She's going to look at the ground and see if there's any, like pressed grass or snapped twigs, bush debris, anything like that that might indicate travel.
Okay. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Oh, geez. Not great.
You saw something red? You're more
Yep.
focused on whatever the heck that red thing is out there than really following any tracks. Astia and Joanna?
I feel like the tracks was a good lead. Can I make fun of Kuzmik a little and try myself?
I'm moving right there.
Why you gotta make fun?
Sure. What? Give me a roll.
16.
Only marginally better.
You're getting a few more tracks kind of on the lower side than you are heading north. Not as many tracks heading up that way. Whether it's animals or something else. Ashton, why don't you give me a perception check?
$16. How do I change my dice?
It's, I think, in settings in the 3D dice or some such.
Settings configured, dice so nice.
There
3D
it is.
dice. I think I changed it 3 times last session.
Alright, I just need to check one thing quick before you guys go too much further.
I'm not a fair weather friend with my dice. They'll roll a 1 and I'll stick with them. Yep.
They're dead to me after 1 roll.
Oof.
Fickle.
Alright, players. Ashton, you're not really finding anything about. A few trip traps here and there, but those are easily avoided. I'm going to limit everyone to about 15 feet of movement whenever you're traveling on this map. Because you are going to be, I assume, inspecting your path forward. Unless the other two are planning to just follow Hessian.
Oh, hold on. I'm still totally hurt. Wait.
You should be probably would have done enough healing and resting. You should be fully healed.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
I'll just go the exact same path as Hestian. No, I was doing the same path! No!
Taking a bit of time to actually look for something on the ground and look for tracks. Took you a little bit. You saw where Hessian stopped, but not kind of where he went. Roll me a d6, please.
Oh, no.
Three.
Now roll me at acrobatics.
22.
Cleverly hidden underneath next to a bush even, you do find one of those aforementioned gopher holes. But just as your foot kind of drops in and breaks the foliage cover, you're able to kind of change the weight and step off to the side and successfully dodge this trap.
Okay, guys, I think we should slow down a little bit.
Weren't you going just the same path Hestian was? What happened?
No, she didn't.
I made fun of you earlier. You can make fun of me now.
I walked around the bush, not through it. I went here,
Oh.
and then here, and then here.
So you may want to move one square at a time for your 15 feet. Because if you choose a path, you're going to go straight through it. And I won't be able to stop it.
Okay, I'm going to move there.
Well, Hestian, another turn. Give me another perception check.
Oh, that's much better. 23.
So while you kind of... Whoop, let's see if this works. There we go. Hold on. Why am I doing this wrong? Hide it. And... you were able to find... that there were a couple traps nearby before you happened to leave that general area. A scattering of leaves just didn't look right over here. Maybe a depression over there. And it's up to you where you would like to go.
Are you gonna climb the hill? Wanna go towards the gray thing.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you everyone... Alright, so Joanna and Kuzmak have both moved one set. Do you want to try looking for traps too? Or just gonna keep following Hestian? Or risk it?
Risk
they're not
it.
following me any.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why? What? Are you gonna climb the hill?
I
What's-
was gonna
what is your
follow
plan?
Hestian.
I'm
Yeah,
going
but
after this red thing here.
Don't you think we should have discussed this before we all took off into this forest full of traps?
Nah,
How big of a hill is it?
Alright.
it's not a hill.
It is a hill. So this here is
It's
kind of the
up-
start of a hill. You're starting to head up the hill.
Okay.
Probably a good 30 feet high.
Good vantage up there. Let's just follow him.
30 feet. Alright. It's 30-foot vertical. So does that mean he can point out all the traps?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, yeah.
gonna go ahead and knock the leaves down as I find them.
I'm so
it's
scared.
like, hey, hole. There's another hole over there.
So you're deliberately setting off the traps.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of noise do
Give me
these
two
make when they go
D6s.
off?
A lot. The ones that you found so far is just the crinkle of leaf,
A
really.
a 5 and a 3 for a total of 8.
One of those traps that you set off, kind of probably the one closest to you right now, you set off what you think is a small gopher hole that continues to break into like a 3-foot hole filled with spikes at the bottom.
Oh shit.
Might be a little more dangerous for that one.
All right, so whoever's doing this ain't fucking around. Pardon my language.
Hestian.
Yeah, clutch the pearls.
Oh my gosh. My ears are burning. Okay, I'll come up. I'm just pretty much right on Joanna's heels.
Okay.
You can
Hessian,
feel my hot breath on the back of your knees.
give me another perception check.
That's nice too. 18.
You find one more trap ahead of you.
This place is lousy with traps.
I'm gonna set that off again.
All right. Another D6.
That's a 6.
Give me a D10.
That's a 9.
So setting this off, you hear like a twig snap, And then down through the trees above you, you hear something start to fall. Luckily, you're far enough away. You kind of like threw something at to set it off. As a worn bag catches the branch above that trap and kind of splits open, horrendous smell of rotting fish.
Do you still want to go that way?
Well, there can't be two of those, right?
I'd do 3 of them if I were the one trapping. I just letting you know.
Well, if we go right where he went, it stands to reason that that won't happen again. We just gotta make sure to step right where he stepped.
I'm
More or
going to
less.
continue to set off that. Actually, if I find another one, I'm going to try to use my thievery, and I'm going to try to just disarm it rather than set it off.
Okay.
So what do y'all want to do? Do we keep going towards the hill, or do we go somewhere
Yeah,
else?
Joanna, go.
All right. Stank.
Breathe
I
through your
mean, we
mouth.
can cut to the west if y'all are afraid of the fish.
We're not afraid of the fish.
So this one up here is leading you farther up the hill, because it's not right here, it's farther away. This silver was directly at this location, and this was leading farther away.
What if we get to the top and we just, gather again, get back together, and just look around once we get up there? Maybe like I'm yelling that up to you. Here, I'll just hopefully remember where Heston went.
That's not where I went.
Ah!
I'm
hope there's
saying
nothing
Johanna
here.
is not where I went.
Yes, but
Oh.
perceptive. You found pointing them all out. That's fine. We're fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm following right behind
So
you.
scared. This is the most scary without combat.
Okay, are we going up the hill or are we going to the silver thing?
Let's
go
look
up
around
the
for
hill.
traps.
I already did
And
this.
that.
Any more-
You're good.
Okay.
I vote top of the hill for vantage. Also, I'm not scared because this music is very soothing.
Oh, right. The music.
I mean, I could just take a nap right on one of these spike traps.
I almost already died. My adrenaline's going.
Better?
No.
Can't really hear it.
How high is the hill? Do I have to like try to jump or climb?
It's probably a little bit of work to kind of climb up, but no real check needed, and it just continues to rise ahead of you.
I'll follow him.
Do I do a perception check to see if I see any other traps?
Yeah, give me another one. You can kind of check kind of within the closest 10 feet of you, you're kind of able to search.
Nothing around me. Got an 11. Standing here, I'm going to take a look out over since I'm higher up than some of the stuff like Guzmic recommended, I'm going to try to take a look at the lay of the land and see if I can get rid of some more of this fog of war.
Not
Oh,
really.
this is good.
Pretty steep up there. You're unable to actually kind of get a good lay of the land.
I'm talking about the lay of the land down here.
Oh, down below? Too many trees. All kind of blocking your view.
Okay.
What if we go over here and I point over to, like, that spot right there? I'm just indicating over that way.
All right.
Because is there a rock ridge kind of right there, like a cliff?
Yeah.
Might present a better.
Yep.
No one's gonna do perception! No!
Hessian, give me a D6 roll.
D6? Okay.
D6.
3.
Oh, this is good.
That's not good.
Nope. Don't want to hear
That's
that.
good.
Give me a acrobatics check, please.
Also, if Guzmak healed, can I also heal?
Yes.
Yes.
I assume you would have
26.
taken time overnight to heal up, and you probably would have been just fine by now. Let's see, 26. As you're stepping through, kind of underneath this tree, you feel your foot catch against like a root. But something in the back of your mind tells you should probably like quickly twist your ankle and foot away. Sure enough, you catch a bit of rope twine kind of around the tree, races up the tree as a branch that was previously twisted up flops back down. It seems like it was a snare trap that you were able to dodge away.
Way to go, Weston. Yeah, you the man.
I actually would also get a +2 circumstance bonus to any AC saving throw against a trap or device. Oh, when I'm trying to disarm it. Never mind.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So you got another 5 feet if you want to use it, or if you want to instead try to, take a moment to catch your breath and then...
Catch my breath.
Yeah.
Take another 5 feet.
Okay. Just give me another perception check.
Sure.
Nice.
17.
Seems like you're finding a pretty clear area ahead of you to kind of step towards.
Excellent.
Oh, no, I did that.
Hey, fog of
You
war's
both
gone.
did
Can I? Oh, sorry, Histian.
Oh,
Can I see what the gray thing is? Silver?
Give me a perception check.
15.
Some kind of metallic thing. You're unsure exactly what it is, but it's a little out of place in the woods.
Guzmik would cruise up and do a detect, not cruise up to it, but to the rest of the people and do a detect magic? Maybe?
Okay.
How far down is the forest floor?
Oh, 4 or 5 feet. Easily hop down to whatever that is down there if you want.
Is there a tree there?
Yeah.
Okay. Guzmik, finish your detect magic, please.
Okay. So a 30-foot cube?
You've got
30-foot
the
radius?
standard magical items that the three of you are carrying. But beyond that, nothing really seems to ping.
Magic.
Okay, I am going to go. I'm going to step here, and then I'm going to do a vault into this tree.
Is the silver thing on the ground? Like, can we see where it is compared to the tree?
It's probably like a couple feet up off of the tree.
So I'm going to say, look, this is probably bait for a trap. I'm going to try to get into the tree and see if I can find the trap. Why is there a giant...
I just put my detect magic down.
Oh.
I realized I could
Oh,
do
it's
that.
like, ah! So I'm going to try to vault into the tree, see if there's any traps, and see if I can recover whatever that silver thing is.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Go Histian.
This is what I used to do in the circus. And I hope I'm not out of practice.
Did you stretch first?
No, I did not. 13.
Okay.
Why did it put that trap out there? I went diagonal.
Yeah, because you're kind of got close enough to possibly set it off. That's the weird part about this. It kind of registers if you did or not.
Okay.
I'd say with a
Did I get
13,
into the tree?
you're able to get into the tree, which actually sets off whatever trap it was. Luckily, it's another branch on the far side that kind of snaps down, so seems like you're pretty safe with that one.
Well, this is fantastic.
As you kind of reach down to inspect whatever it is, you find it's a old worn piece of a candelabra, silver of some sort.
I hold it up. Does this mean anything to anyone?
Liberace was here.
Throw it in the backpack. It's obviously bait. So I'm thinking that this yellow thing over here is probably bait as well.
Is that pointing to a direction or actually showing something?
I'm pointing over here.
I know, I'm saying is the dot just guiding us in a direction, or is it actually something?
You see it. Probably down there.
What?
Yeah,
It
some of
moved.
them.
Well,
Some of
some
them
were
were
just
just
kind of
showing
pointing your
direction.
general direction of where you
Ah.
would want to go if you were to inspect for something.
All right. Well, my suggestion is, since we set off this trap already, that y'all come down, straight down to where the trap triggered, and I'll see what I can do to look for other traps.
Do we
Stay
all
on
have
the
to do that
hill.
same maneuver you did? Because I don't think I can do that.
No, you don't have. Well, I'm okay. Here's the deal. I can either try to come back there, which I'm pretty sure I could do, and we could continue looking on the hill, or I kind of shield the eyes and look out. There seems to be something, some type of fruit-bearing bush over here.
Red fruits. Yeah. Let's go to the. Well, I don't know.
I'm
looking
not.
for
I,
people,
I'm
not
not.
traps.
I'm not your leader. I'm not your leader.
We work. Decent Noodle works as a democracy here. Let's all vote where we want to go. I vote the red fruited bush.
The orange thing.
Orange thing from Dragon Lady. What about you, Heston?
Why you gotta put this on me? All right, let's go to the orange thing first and the red bush.
Okay.
Only because she's Dragon Lady. Come on.
Right. No, that makes sense. Total sense. Let's do this.
I can take it as a hit. I can go first.
No, I'll go first. So I'm gonna climb down the tree, and I'm gonna go there.
Perception?
Give me another perception check. All right. 15 feet.
Nothing around.
See where you get.
That's where I'm gonna. Cause 5 feet to go down the tree.
Sure.
5.
Give me another perception check. Goosewick, Joanna, you're following as close by as you can.
Jesus.
Totally.
5, 10, 15.
Okay. I'll assume Guzmik and Joanna are following to the best of their abilities, so feel free to kind of move to catch up whenever you feel like it.
Oh my god! Let me perceive!
Hey, he's doing pretty good so far, you think?
10, 15.
Wait,
I'm
slow-
just.
Slow
I'm
down, I
walking
can't remember.
forward. I'm walking forward with confidence. I'm just keeping going with confidence, and y'all are like, "Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
He knows what he's doing."
Oh god.
Not letting you too far in front of me.
What is this then? Since I'm now within 5 feet of it.
Yes, where did I have that? It is a beaten, busted, like copper plate, like dinnerware, but it's looks copperish in color.
All right. So I'm a little bit wary right now. Just letting you know, I haven't found any traps. But that right there, that's bait. If I've ever seen bait in the past, that's bait.
Put that in my bag. We can sell that later.
I am not touching that.
You're slippery. You can't just pull it off without setting anything off.
Can I do another perception check?
Go for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you
That's
can do
better.
this.
All right.
Yeah, Kuzmik's right next to a trap, and in front of you, there is also a trap near that plate.
I am going to study the trap near the plate. And using thievery, I am going to try to disarm it
Go for it.
without triggering it.
And give me a
14.
D6 roll.
Four.
Another branch swings down. That snare line seems to run away. You're barely able to kind of set it off and get your hand or whatever you're using to poke it out of there before it goes flying.
It was better than that fish.
I don't know. The fish, all right. So I'm going to grab the copper plate.
Sure.
All right. 5,
Copper plate.
10, 15.
Give me a D6 roll.
Follow me.
5.
So with this, you do catch, like, with that perception check you had rolled earlier, like, really you're seeing closest by you of the traps, but you were still, as you move closer, you noticed it was there, but you just happened to set it off. Luckily, as that kind of snaps away, there's no branch that goes, but roll a D10 for me.
Seven.
Perfect.
Ha!
A D4, please.
Jesus!
Yeah, there's a lot to tonight. Lots of dice rolling.
4.
Okay.
Not happy.
Oh, you guys are not great. Joanna and
I'm scared.
well, yes. So
Get off my feet.
go. I can draw this correctly. You do happen to accidentally set off the trap, and nothing occurs immediately. Before dropping down, drops a bee's nest.
I've seen a swear.
We're not even getting a nice.
Joanna and Hessian, you both take 1 point of damage from the bees starting to swarm. And then the both of you. Oops. Dang it. I got so many things I need to have open here. Give me a will save DC. Hessian, because you kind of noticed it, I'll give you your wary disarmament. So you can add a +1 to whatever you roll.
+2 actually.
+2 even.
Yeah, 14.
15.
Both of you roll me a d8, please.
4.
1.
Joanna, in a panic, you run that direction and happen to set off a trap. Hastian, you as well. It's only 15 feet of movement.
Bees and hornets! Bees and hornets!
Does Guzmik have the wherewithal to see what's happened, and since Joanna's right in front of her, to like grab her in time before she runs off? Because I was like right behind her, but I don't know if I was paying attention like that in that way.
I'll let you. You know what? Give me a reflex save. If you can beat a 16, you can kind of hold her back and stop her moving from 5 feet.
Okay, okay. Oh, hells yeah. 23.
Joanna, you're safe from that trap.
Guzmik bless.
After a moment, luckily the bees seem to kind of send off quickly. Might still want to stay away from that general area, but otherwise, no true lasting effects.
All right, what is our goal? Are we gonna go get some berries? Are we going to ignore the berries and try to find people? I'm
We're
scared.
going towards this berry bush that has a red item on it. And then, I think we just make as much freaking noise as we can to get this jerk to come out.
He may already know we're here. He's just waiting for us to get hurt enough where we don't
Yeah.
mess with him. He's gotta know we're here.
That's-
He's gotta smell that fish
10.
from a mile away.
15.
Or she.
So, like,
They. 21.
Good turn, Hastian. Good 5-foot step away.
I don't know where you guys went. I don't know how to follow right now.
I
Just
gotta-
go straight.
I gotta
hey,
look.
Hey, both of you go straight west.
there's no way.
Both of you
Hey,
go straight
feel
west.
free if you want to
Perception.
make. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
There. Yeah. What?
Just saying. Make
That's
that
a
roll.
loose.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, okay, straight west.
Yeah.
I'm
Joanna,
good.
you do see that trap that Guzmik kind of halted you from getting, but you seem okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going down to that berry bush.
Yep.
Okay. I'm right behind you, Heston. Don't step back in fear or anything.
No, yeah. Okay. 5, 10. And is this another red thing tied onto the bush?
This is a baneberry bush that you have seen before that Guzmik has pointed out. So you seem to be kind of in the general area. So at this point, if you take a moment to kind of look around, I'm guessing before grabbing the any baneberries if you wanted to, but taking a moment to kind of look around, whew, all right. You do catch over in this general area, seems to be an opening of a cave.
Oh, for God.
Did just Heston see that cave opening?
Probably
or-
at this point in time, and taking a moment to look
Hey.
around, you can.
There's a cave over there.
Guzmik would like to try again to look at the ground, see if there's like any same thing. Grass pressed down, broken branches, bush remnants.
All right, give it to me.
Wait, okay. Gosh, this is see.
You are
see, I should
so
stick
on
to healing.
edge. You are so on
I should stick
edge.
to healing.
You are so on edge. Everything looks like animal
Not.
footprints.
I'm not on edge.
5,
Ah,
10, 15.
I want to take some berries. Wait, Guzman, come back.
oh, you want berries?
Yeah, yeah. If well.
Okay,
so
Hessian,
if
hold
I-
on. Just hold on for a second.
My
Yeah,
berries.
okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna stay right there, but I rolled an 11. So
Sure.
whatever that
Joanna, Guzmik, why
means.
don't you guys go for
confident
it?
that there's nothing around me.
I'm gonna take the exact steps back that I just took, where Heston was standing.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to have you use your like fingertips to put some of the berries like in a pocket of my backpack because they're scary,
Oh, yeah,
skin
okay.
irritants, so I don't want to touch them, but
Yeah. You don't want.
they're all mad at me.
Okay, turn around. Well,
Guzmik, you're not
Button
touching the bush yet.
Perception.
Hoping
Perception.
I could get away with this.
Perception.
If you want. Go
You
for
want
it.
me to?
Joanna, you're probably a little too far away, but Guzmik, you could probably...
Yeah, that's a 1. It looks good. I'm going.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I'll grab
I'm scared.
a bunch of berries and pop them in her pocket.
Sure.
Like, I'll clear a little area. Heston, keep a lookout. Vital party business going on here.
So yeah, a couple minutes of kind of shaking the bush and picking pieces
Yeah.
off. Luckily, nothing seems to kind of be set off.
Cool.
God dang it. Come on, Mike.
Can't help it. Can't be helped.
Sure.
Anyway. All right, so we've shaken a bush. We've gotten berries. And there's a cave opening over there. And I'm confident that there's nothing around me.
Me too.
I'm here.
Nothing bad, I mean.
No traps. We're good.
Okay.
I'll-
15 feet of movement. Go for it, Hessian.
You sure?
5, 10, 15. Oh, trap!
Give me a d6.
Well, I'm standing back now. That the bee's nest messed me up.
2.
2.
Give me an acrobatics check, please.
$13.
Okay. Your ankle does get stuck in one of those gopher holes and kind of sends you tumbling for a moment. You do take 3 points of damage. And you are actually going to be under a 5-foot penalty to your overall speed. With this short motion, you're probably fine. But just know you're probably gonna be 5 foot slower from rolling that ankle for about an hour. I'll let you know when you're up.
Hope I don't have to run away.
I won't. Hey, don't step over here. Found a trap. Ow. 5, 10.
Oh,
Yeah, you can do a perception check from where you were.
Stop it!
I'm glad you guys are freaking out so much. This is
11.
exactly what I wanted. Perfect.
There's freaking nothing around me. What are you talking about?
Got another 5-foot step.
15. Oh!
Another
Right into
d6, please.
Nice.
Laughing with you, not at you.
Oh,
decent noodle
I'm having
party
a good
member.
time.
Acrobatics
2.
check, please. As you found another hole, small hole set in the ground.
10.
Oh my god.
I don't remember which way you went.
Just one more point of damage. As you lose another... You're probably down to maybe 10 foot of movement, actually. Or no, what's your speed currently? 20?
35.
So you're 25. You could probably still get your 15 for
Joanna,
this
you
slow
watched where
motion.
he
But
goes.
yeah, you're down 10
Yep.
currently.
You have one job.
I didn't want him to go.
I'm
Punch out.
sorry. Excuse me. Are you talking about me?
Yeah, where'd you go? How do
Hey,
I move?
Whatever. You guys do whatever you want now.
Can I do a perception check? I don't even trust
Yeah,
myself.
go for it.
I have one job.
17.
Yeah, I have one
Okay.
job.
That spot right next to you, you found that hole again. You know you don't want to go there. That's about it.
Didn't it?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh my god.
Tricksty hole.
I think that's right.
Right there.
I don't know why I'm doing that.
If you all think you can do better, come on up. You can do the perception. I'll just sit here.
Okay, I
No,
haven't seen a
that
trap
has
back
to-
to back, so let's just
You're
kind
doing
of
fine.
go
You just-
around.
Keep setting them off.
And perception?
Sure, feel free to give it to me.
Are you stuck in there? Why are you standing
21.
there, husband?
No, I'm letting Joanna go first. Because apparently I had one job and I've been not doing well at it.
I was talking to Joanna when I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She didn't know where you went. She has one
Oh.
job to look at where you went.
To watch
So
where I'm
stop
going.
being so emo. Let's go.
No. I'm listening to Cradle of Filth right now, so I really need you to be okay.
Joanna,
This was
you're
totally
you're on it. You did pick out that there's a weird depression in a couple places, kind of out in the open. Leaves almost where they shouldn't be.
Keep going. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, we can do it. One more. All right. Another one.
Perception here as well.
19.
22.
May I
You
do,
guys
like,
got
a
this.
perception, like just not for traps, but for like anything approaching us that's, gonna get us, that kind of thing.
Nice. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, yes.
Nice!
Not looking at the ground. 26 is what I got.
You find back in this tree a branch seems to be heavily weighted. It's kind of normally here, so there's a strange opening as it's weighted down a bit. As there seems to be a pair of hawks sitting in a tree, just kind of watching you guys.
Do I shoot him?
No, hang on. Hang on.
Clearly, I will.
Druid wouldn't be
Okay.
happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you telling us this?
What?
Yeah. I am. Psst, psst, caca. We should keep
Oi!
going though, right? Oh.
They still stare at you. A movement.
Hi. See you. You want to talk?
Ooh.
Or tell your master that we want to talk?
Hold up the plate. Shine a light in their eye.
Yeah, I'll dig it out.
Talking doesn't really seem to address him much. Bringing out the plate, though, and catching some light, they might a little bit, cock their head a little, but no real movement from them. You can always go all the way back and, talk with them if you want.
We are so close to the cave. I cannot. My heart cannot handle that again.
Well, they're birds. I mean, can anyone do that here? I mean, tweet. I
Alright,
don't
you
know.
know what? No, I'm just gonna. Perception check.
Seem to be in the clear.
18. And while I'm standing at the mouth of the cave, I'm gonna look at the hawks and go, I'm gonna go in there, and I just want to talk with whoever your master is.
Okay.
That's all. Do they make any move?
Nope.
Well, fuckers. All right.
God, I'm blind as a bat.
Give me a second.
What the hell?
You do find at this point a relatively, I guess not greatly hidden cave, but a small cave kind of opens up in front of you. Seems to be empty at this time, a bit dusty, dirty. Can never really
Perception.
tell. Sure, go for it. Seem to be in the clear.
Is it dark in here? I mean, do we need my eyes or everyone?
I
All
have-
these.
I'm pretty
I've
good.
got low light.
There's too many turns, I think. I think that's
Joanna, you're gonna be losing light pretty quick and gonna need some. I don't have it set so it's really dark for everybody, but it is pretty dark in here. Hastian's probably okay at this point near the mouth of the cave, but Guzmek, you would definitely be the eyes.
Yeah, I step back.
I will move up. Take my rightful place in front.
Okay.
And I will cautiously start moving forward. Oh,
You can
I
see
already see something.
in front of you a branch stick kind of holding up a board at the ceiling, and it looks like you'd have to kind of squeeze around it in order to actually get past it without because it looks like it's blocking the path a bit. So whether you move it to get it out of the way or you squeeze past it, it's up to you.
I'm going to try to disarm it.
Okay. Why don't you move on up to it? All right,
Where
now,
is it?
what kind of... You can see the trap up there. What kind of way are you disarming it? Are you knocking the stick over? Are you attempting to
No,
just...
I'm gonna try to move the stick up and push it diagonally so it's hitting the cave wall and still holding the board up.
Okay.
$24.
You're able to kind of maneuver it away a bit to one side and still keep that pressure of that stick up against the wall, or up against the ceiling and that board. Seems like you could probably squeeze by as a medium-sized creature at this point in time.
Cool. Hey, Mick. You're safe. Go.
Zip, 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 zip. I'll just zip
Oh,
right
baby.
past it. And then stop right there.
Okay. Joanna, at this point, you've lost all light. You're able to follow along with people, probably kind of holding on to coattails, but you're not able to see anything.
Guzmek will cast light. I'll look ahead first into this open area to see if anything is, like drawing a bead on us or anything. And if I see nothing, I will cast light just kind of on the wall, like right there, so Joanna can see how to get through.
Yeah.
That is a cantrip.
Ahead of you lights up this room. You don't see. Well, give me a perception check, actually, just to see.
Me?
No, Guzmek.
Okay.
You don't see any traps in front of you.
Okay.
It is just still that dirt ground of the cave. But in front of you, lit up now by the light spell, the natural kind of cave gives way to an excavated stone facade with a with a still pretty decently intact and sturdy looking door in the front of it.
Can I just make my way over the trap? Am I?
Yeah.
Yes, you're fine.
You're safe. I disarmed the trap. I'm going to go here, and I'd like to do a perception.
Sure.
$15.
Looks clear.
Gonna go right there.
Guzmek will cruise up right next to you.
Oh my hand!
One more.
All right. Is the door open?
No.
Did it just... Okay.
But you can see enough through that it doesn't seem like it's really, you know, it is in your way and blocking you, but you
I'm
can kind of
checking-
see through the next room a little bit.
I'm checking the door for traps.
Okay.
Roll the 10.
Doesn't seem trapped.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
As you kind of push your way in, nothing happens.
Okay.
It's to be expected, going through a door.
I want to look at this door as well.
Okay.
See if there's any traps. 24.
No traps, but you do recognize that it is locked.
Okay. Using thievery to open the locks. 26.
Expertly. This is an older style that you are kind of used to.
We had one of these on the lion cage.
Yep.
Or was it the Manticore cage? Anyway. So I opened that.
Okay.
Jesus. Joseph and Mary. All right. Perception on this door.
Sure.
Like auto lock, right? I'm so scared.
10.
Doesn't seem locked, doesn't seem to be trapped at all.
I'm going to try opening it.
As you push against the door, kind of grasping the handle to open it, your hand starts to numb or prickle almost immediately. Give me a fortitude save. You have experienced something like this in the past, maybe not the exact nature of it, but you've experienced contact poisons before. A quick reflex of wiping it off. You know your hand's going to be tingling a bit, but we're able to stave off whatever actually could have happened. It's not going to be
don't touch.
not going to be fun unlocking things for a little while.
Don't touch the door knob. So I finish opening it.
As you open this door, you continue with that stone work of the floor and the walls and the ceiling. But what catches your eye in front of you is a hunched figure, statue, with a hand outstretched, probably a good 10-15 feet tall, about halfway to the ceiling. And in the ceiling you notice that there is a hole all the way up to the sky. And a bunch of grasses and vines and moss have started to work their way down and kind of partially cover this hunched figure. A few broken pews in front of you, a campfire, cold and relatively freshly used, along with 4 doors along the wall.
It's a cult.
Yep.
Does the hunched figure look at all familiar to me?
Give me a religion check or occultism check.
I would do that
Sure.
as well.
Go for it.
A circus where you
No.
win.
Yeah,
Hey.
right?
Hey! Don't be disparaging my circus origins.
Yeah, 13.
We ran into a lot of different stuff. That's the thing.
Neither of you really recognize this as an occult kind of paraphernalia. Kuzma, give me a religion check.
$14.
You get the feel that it's more religious than a cult fanatic kind of section. Unsure exactly who it is. Wear and tear to the statue may just make it difficult to really tell.
Is that with an examination of the statue as well?
Well, I mean, if you got up closer and really kind of
Yeah.
looked, you could.
I'd go up there, brush off any of these vines and stuff that are growing on it, see if there's any new things that I haven't seen yet.
Okay. Give me another religion check.
$17?
Sure. You do kind of you move a few of the vines over and kind of pull them down a little bit, and then it kind of catches you for a moment. Like, wait a minute. You kind of put some of those vines back. This does seem to portray, in your opinion, that it could be Jack Ross, the Loam Lord, a deity of nature, healing, and the earth, and of death.
Jack Ross, you say?
Jack Ross. Jekros.
Alright, well, I will turn and tell my party members. This is Jack Ross. It's like a earth healing nature death god. Don't get weird. I mean, death and life and nature, they kind of all go together. It's not like a
Nice to meet you, Jack Ross.
Don't be weird about this.
I'm a
I just
little
think-
busy.
Does he want some berries?
Going up here to this door and I'm going to look at it.
Okay.
Inspect it.
Nothing
17.
Nothing really seems to kind of jump out with this one. A bit of beaten down a little worn.
Okay, and this one. $19.
Seems to be trapped is all you can really, locked. Doesn't really seem to be trapped at all.
And as I pass Jack Ross here, I'm going to, do a little bow, show respect. Go here. Again, perception on this door. Looks like a door to me.
Doesn't seem to be locked or trapped.
And now back here. Sorry, I'm just doing my job.
Here,
24.
doesn't seem to be trapped or locked.
All right, so these two here and here seem to be okay. This one's locked. This one
Seems to
apparently
be
is
okay.
not locked or
You got 3 okay
anything.
and one that is locked.
So what do we want to do?
What direction is the figure? Is he facing the door we just came in?
Yes.
It's hard to tell.
Yep.
Okay.
This is obviously, to me, this is obviously a temple. So one of these rooms might be a reliquary.
We're gonna have to check all of these doors.
All right, well, how about we start with this one up here? Actually, no. Let's start with this one down here. I'm going to open the door.
Hey, whatever you want, Heston.
What's in here?
Seems to be a lot of bugs, spider cobwebs. Seems empty. A bit of wood on the ground, a bit of straw maybe.
Hey, let me see something. I kind of shove him out of the way a little bit. Excuse me.
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
just do a detect magic in here.
Okay.
I won't drop. Well, you know what? I could just drop down the. Here's what I'll do. I'll drop down the center point in the middle of the whole place, because that's a big area, 30 foot. I guess I didn't need to push Heston out of the way, but that was fun.
That's okay. You can push me out of the way.
Okay.
I'm the one that's taken all the damage so far.
Bam. And you've done a great job of taking that damage.
Being a damage soak, yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well done.
Trying to see how much you would notice if things are below the floor or behind doors.
Well, I think we'll have to open the doors in order
yeah.
for detect magic to
You're not
to
really
actually work
seeing
on it.
anything in here, but you are pinging in the arcane sense towards any magical items.
Excellent. Okay.
All right,
Well,
so
that
there's
covers
nothing
that
there.
one room. Yep.
Go up north, open this one.
Seems to be another near empty room, a bit more kind of tattered robes or cloth, whatnot. Nothing really usable. You're surprised by a few moths that kind of come flying out as you open the door.
All right. All right. Well,
Did they damage you at all?
no.
Are you
The
good?
moths are okay.
Do you need a
yeah.
healing? Okay.
I do, but not because of the moths.
I mean, you do?
I'm gonna try to. You said this one was locked. in
Yep.
my
Heston,
opinion.
use your words. Do you need some healing?
I'm okay for right now.
Okay. I mean, you saw what I did last week, right? So I'll do it.
25 to unlock it.
Okay.
Easy.
Go do you.
A little bit still feeling that contact poison, but you're able to work your way through it just fine.
Whew. All right. Open it up.
Inside, you find a broken and beaten table. A few random items kind of broken and scattered about. Pages of books, maybe. But everything very worn and weathered.
I'm gonna just say, okay, if someone wants to go in there and take a look at that, I'll go and open the last door.
What kind of book, like pages of books, like specifically anything of interest based on what we're doing here? Is it?
The little writing you can catch seems to be some kind of scripture-y messages, and you do catch the name of Jekros in there, but
Okay.
it's pretty hard to read.
Okay.
And I'm going to open this door again.
As you go to open it, it is locked.
Okay. I'm gonna try my thieves' tools on it.
Sure.
$16.
It takes you a bit. That stinging really got to you for a little bit. You do unlock the door, and as you give to try to pull it open,
Yeah.
give me a strength check. or whatever. Just or no, athletics could work too if you want to do
Athletics,
that.
yeah.
Give that. That's fine.
$15.
The door does not seem to want to open. Like you start to pull it, and the door starts to open up, and then kind of gets stuck, and then pulls itself closed. As you hear a on the other side,
What do I hear?
kind of a on the other side.
It's muting you every time you do it.
Let's see. I kind of it's you
grunt,
hear a
groan.
squeaking grunt on the other side.
Oh,
And with that, we're actually going to take a quick little break. It is 9 o'clock.
okay.
We'll be going for an hour and a half. A lot has happened. Going to give the players a short little break, and we will be right back to see what is behind door number, whatever number we're at, 7.
Four.
Technically 4 in this room. So we'll be back in just a
7.
short order, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. We will be back soon. See ya.
Thank you.
All right,
Don't even know
everyone. Ooh. Welcome back. Good. Quiet again. Back to our game, our players, in a possibly forgotten temple of Jekros, where they have reached their, it seems to be one door that does not want to budge, though there seems to be a reason for it, as a sound was heard behind it. We'll pick up right where we were as the door gets pulled back and shut against Hastian's attempt at opening.
And we heard a sound. What was that sound again?
I heard it that time.
Yeah, I had to back away from the mic.
For flavor, we had to hear it.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to stop
Sure.
trying to open the door.
what is it, Heston?
I'm just knocking on the door.
That also muted.
Yeah, we didn't hear that. Okay. By knocking on the door. You don't hear anything behind the door?
Look, we're not here to harm anyone. We just want to talk about the traps in the wood and why they're there. That's all. I mean, basically we've been asked to come and talk to you and say, hey, please stop putting these traps in the woods because people are rolling their ankles and getting hurt. And the town, well, not the settlement, the group of people over there are not really happy that this is something that's going on. So, I mean, I know I'm kind of a little bit intimidating, maybe, I guess, but I don't want to do any harm to you. So can we talk, please?
Give me a persuasion roll.
No such thing.
Diplomacy. Apologies.
$19. And I'm being completely honest. I don't want to hurt him, whoever, or him or her, or it. I just want to try to find a way to stop the insanity of the traps.
You hear behind the door. After a bit, you kind of wait a moment to listen to see if there's any response. You will hear a muffled voice behind the door. keep that traps to keep that safe. You
Safe
go
from
away.
what? Safe from what?
Safe from things that want Keithnack and Keithnack treasure.
Keithnack, I don't think that anyone here wants anything from you other than to not have you trap the forest.
He said treasure.
At your words, Hessian, and obviously your great diplomacy roll, the door started to kind of creak open, and then at Guzmik's response, slam shuts again.
I'm gonna take
Keith,
I'm gonna take
Keithnack's
a
treasure.
gold piece. I'm gonna take a gold piece and put it on the floor and try to slide it underneath the door.
Okay.
Look, we've got our own treasure. We don't need yours. I don't want yours. All I want is for the traps in the forest to stop. And in fact, you have been invited to join in to the commune that's forming over yonder as a way to continue to keep you safe. They're not they don't want anything other than safe passage from here to the river so that they can fish and maybe to be able to pick some of the berries without worrying about being like hoisted up in a tree and slammed down on the ground again.
Keithnack tried being in town, and Keithnack, people came for Keithnack, so that's not safe.
Wait a minute. Who came for you, Keithnack?
I don't know, lots of people.
How long ago?
Months.
What I'm not getting here is why they want to get you. Like, what is it? Is it this treasure of yours, or why are they coming after you?
It's Keithnack's treasure. You stay away.
No one is going to take your treasure. We don't care about your treasure. As I've shown you, I gave you a gold piece. That's the type of treasure that we have. We have plenty of our own. I don't need your treasure. I don't want your treasure. I just want to be able to walk through that forest outside your cave without turning my ankle every 5 feet. Again, I don't know who it was that came after you or why they would, but they sent us here to talk to you and ask you to come and join their group for safety and also to stop the and I hate to use this word, but the perceived attacks that you've been doing towards these people. Many other folks would have said to us, go and eliminate the problem in any way that you feel fit. The leader of the town, the leader of that group of people, said don't do anything but try to prevent the traps from being set anymore. In fact, he specifically said that he just wants to find peace with you.
Yeah. Well, you go stand against far wall.
I
Fine.
go back and I say, okay, we're back here.
The door starts to creep open a little bit, and a blue-skinned kobold head kind of pops out, kind of a deeper, almost like ocean blue. Kobold head pops out and looks at you all and slams the door shut again. No, not that wall, other wall.
The one to the left?
No, the right.
Right next to the door that you're in?
No, the right.
Your right or our right?
His right, up here.
Okay, we're here.
Step out again, kind of staying near the door, and we'll just stay there, and we'll just kind of move close to the door and just stand by it to an open door, and kind of seems to be in a crouch, ready to run. You see he has a battered and busted up looking shield that seems almost too big for him. Armor that is armor that as well is worn, patched, kind of extra different pieces of hide kind of sewn in to make it fit his smaller figure. A couple weapons on his hips, undrawn, but seems to be a bit skittish.
The door's open.
It is. So I say, praise to the Lone Lord that you actually came out and talked to us. Thank you very much. And I only say that because I know this is the Lone Lord here, and I do not follow that religion myself. But I'm assuming since you're here in his temple that you do.
No, Keith know who this is. Keith, it's just safe space.
Oh, all right. Well, that's the Lone Lord. That's who that is. So Keith Knack,
How do you know Keith Knack's name?
Because you've been saying it.
You just told us.
Oh, I did. Okay.
Keith Knack, my name is Hestian. I come from far away. I've traveled a lot, seen a lot of things. We simply want you to make peace with the villagers. Whether that means that you simply stay here and we won't tell them about the cave, and you stay here and be safe away from everyone else, or that you choose to go and live with the commune that's there. That's up to you.
You
But
have
we
a third
need-
option.
What's the third option?
He can just go on his merry way and leave the village alone.
Oh, you've actually got a fourth option. You could come with us.
It's dangerous there, but you got past Keith Knack traps, so I don't know if it's safe here either.
But you're not trapped, right? You can just run away right now if you wanted to.
Yeah, but you got past my traps.
Because we work in a team. You should join the city. It's safer.
Oh,
We're
that's-
called Decent Noodle. You could be in a decent noodle too.
I did like noodles when I got noodles.
Yeah, they're pretty tasty, I agree.
Why don't the three of you give me a perception check?
Perception?
Yeah.
Probably again, three 15s.
Yeah.
The three of you, while kind of talking with him, will notice, first you kind of caught, obviously it's a kobold and kind of stands out a bit. The worn gear and shield catches your eye, and after a little bit of talking with Keith Knack, you do see a collar of some sort around his neck. Kind of flashes of gold in some place, flashes of black in others, almost.
Keithnak, do you have a brother?
Keithnak have many friends. Keithnak used to have clan. And then they kicked Keithnak out, so Keithnak all alone.
Dragon Lady, what was the kobold's name that you liked you so much?
Tooth has been looking for you.
I don't know a Fangtooth.
He
Thought
looked
you
a lot like you.
Do you have a brother?
I had many of clan.
Why did the clan kick you out?
Kind of whimpers and whines at that a little bit. They thought Keithnak brought danger to clan.
There is a clan member who goes by the name of Fangtooth now, amongst the humans. That's what he calls himself. Who has been looking for you?
From Dragonclaw Mountain. About 2 years ago.
Yeah, he kind of skitters halfway out the door a bit, like, how you know so much about Keithnak? You coming for Keithnak's treasure?
No, we met a very, very nice clan member who has been looking for you for quite a while.
You promise you're not here for Keithnak?
Not at all. The only reason that we're here is to try to stop the traps from being set in the woods. And Keithnak, if you want protection, decent noodle's willing to help protect you.
We can get you back down to Gareth. Set you off in the direction Fangtooth went. Looking for you.
Big town nearby was too big, too scary. Lots
You'll
of...
be with decent noodle.
The place that we're trying to take you is a small group of people who are just barely setting up. There's tents. There's not even a fully created building yet. It's a lot of tents and things.
Does not sound
and
safe.
They well, you haven't seen what's there. There's quite a collection of people that would keep everyone safe, as long as you're willing to pull your own weight, which means helping them set up the town.
Why don't the three of you give me a diplomacy check? Just kind of see how the conversation seems to be going.
Do I feel like I could assist better by intimidating in the background?
No,
You can certainly
let's
try.
not do an intimidation. No, let's not do that.
Forced him to come with? Okay,
You can try if you
I'll hang
want.
on. I'll hang on to
Work
that.
on Fangtooth.
I'll hang on to that little tidbit.
I'm using one of my
Yeah,
hero
use this
points
up first.
because fuck
23.
that too.
Okay.
That's better. An 18.
Wait, not deception. Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Griswick.
That is what I
Reroll.
thought I was doing. Sorry.
I wouldn't have pointed it out if it was the other way.
Oh, look, about the same roll. No problem.
Yeah,
Pretty
they're
much
both the same
yeah.
to me.
Okay. Comforting words from Hastian. The knowledge of him a bit that doesn't seem hostile for Joanna seems to improve his attitude towards you. He's still pretty wary of Guzmik, but he seems to be not as ready to bolt at this point in time. You promise you keep Keithnak safe?
You have my word.
Yeah, I promise.
Oh yeah.
I promise.
I
Maybe
will
we
do
can.
everything in my power to keep you safe, Keithnak.
Maybe we can do something about that collar. Will that make you feel better about us?
No! Stay back! Keithnak's
Okay.
treasure. I knew I didn't trust you.
We were offering because we thought it was a pain point, not because we wanted to take it from you. If it's
Collars
something
are-
that you like, then it's yours.
No, Keith
But
Knack
as
found
Gu-
this.
as-
Keith
as
Knack
Guzmic
found
was
this. This
saying-
stays with Keith Knack.
That's fine. Guzmic was just trying to point out that in our world, in the human world, elven world, goblin world, someone wearing a collar in general means that they are in servitude towards something else and are a slave.
No,
So we thought we'd be freeing you from that.
Keith Knack free. And no, don't be like Broken Tower people.
What did they do?
They wanted Keith Knack's treasure.
Okay,
Which is the collar.
collar, yep. All right, so yeah, Broken Tower people are the ones that do a lot of study of arcane items. So I'm betting that this thing would radiate with magic.
Guzmic, you're detect
I
magic.
think that's expired.
Yeah, I guess we'll probably be up by now.
I would maybe turn around. I don't. He's,
Oh, can I offer
he's a
to
little
light the
skittish.
fire and then like give some rations? And like, I don't know, make it more of a chill setting than
and a distraction.
If you want, you can.
That's actually a great idea.
If he
Okay.
seems distracted, I will try a detect magic again in this radius here. Just
Okay.
a fresh one.
May we sit and break bread with you?
Bread boring.
berries?
I guess I could do berries. Guzmic.
We have some
Nothing
dried
lights up.
meat.
Ooh,
Okay.
meat. Yeah. Keith Knack like meat.
All right.
Take out your pocket bacon, Guzmac.
Oh my god! Is it bacon or sausage?
It's sausage. That's fine. I will glare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Broke the camera. I was so
Allow
angry. I will glare at Heston and pull out the sausages.
I pull out trail rations, which are usually dried meat and stuff. It's okay.
They're
put those
they're
down.
out. They're out. Here, just let's eat them.
Keith.
May we light the fire, because warmed food is usually better
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. Fire okay. And pretty quickly, it kind of eases out to. He's definitely still on edge, but will converse with you and chat with you if you care to, and will hungrily eat any rations you care to give him.
Does he seem
I'll-
injured at all?
Nope.
So I'm going to ask him about the hawks that are outside. Are those Guzmac's friends?
No, not Keith Knack's. No, they've been getting away from my traps. I've been wanting some fresh meat, but can't catch them hawks.
So what can we do to solve this problem? The problem is this. If you continue to set traps, it's going to annoy those people that are trying to set up a town over yonder. And at some point in time, the gentleman that asked us to come and just talk to you is going to get overruled by people that are upset that you continue to lay traps for them. And so someone is going to come out and be looking to do you harm. I
Well,
want to avoid that.
Keith Knack set traps to stay safe. So
All right. So, what would make you feel safe
You
aside from this?
kind of look towards Joanna. You know a lot about Keithnack. You say some clanmate looking for Keithnack?
Yeah, it was the guy looking to become a dragon and find a dragon mate.
Why don't you three of you give me a perception check?
What are we missing?
I don't know. I want to re-roll. I have 4.
Okay.
I love Fang Tooth. Oh my god. Yeah.
Sorry, just updating. So we're down 1. All three of you catch when Joanna mentions of a kobold wanting to be a dragon. That his ears kind of perk up a little bit, and he kind of straightens up in interest. So kind of to what you had said. Keithnack didn't know someone who wanted to be dragon. They looking for me?
Yes, Keith Knack, they are.
And we set up a system so that if we ever did find you, we could send a note.
So
But that's your choice. If you don't want us to send a note to the person that's looking for you, we won't.
Of course.
but you help Keithnack get to friend?
But whatever
Yes.
way you think is safest. I mean, we could come with us. I mean, the community is making dinner for us when we come back, and they're expecting all 4 of us. So we if you wanna, I don't know, hang out with the community while we track them down and bring them here. I know you're scared.
Keithnack come with you for... Keithnack give you a chance. Give you one chance to keep Keithnack safe.
Excellent. You have my word.
So this
So
is one
let's
chance
finish.
is us doing what we just said, or are we taking you somewhere away from here?
Yeah. What's your choice?
We need to know before this deal is, signed.
Keithnack doesn't trust lots of tall peoples. They all lots wants Keithnack treasure. So help Keithnack find friend.
Okay.
I ask this not because I want your treasure. I do not want your treasure, but why does everybody want it? It's just a collar. There's nothing about it, right?
Keithnack no. That's lots of scary things have chased after Keithnack, so Keithnack assume Keithnack necklace may have that others want it.
Well, where did you find it?
I was exploring, and I found a shiny in the dirt, and I put it on cause shiny.
Keith Knack, if I sit on my hands, would you come over so I could have a closer look at your collar?
Sure.
When he says that, oh, okay, no,
Okay.
nope. I was
So
gonna
I
show him
sit
the
on my
ring and say,
hands.
like, also treasure, but.
And I want to just try to look to see if there's any writing or anything like that on the collar.
You can't see any writing on it, but there's a decent amount of kind of dirt and smudging around it, so it's kind of hard to really see well.
Okay. So I'm still sitting on my hands. I'm gonna say, Keithneck, at some point in time, once you've had a chance to bathe and wash your collar as well, the necklace as well as yourself, I'd like to take a look at it again. I am not interested in taking it from you. I simply want to try to help identify what it is and why it might be attracting creatures to try to take it from you, because that would upset me greatly, and I'm certain it's upsetting you.
We see if you get the chance.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty and your openness. So, I would suggest that we take the time and go back to the small village that's starting to set up, and you will be under you will be under the protection of Decent Noodle, this group. I actually asked him to back up a few feet before I start talking. I said, I talk with my hands. So I want to make certain that you don't think I'm trying to take your treasure from you. So if you could please back up and go to the other side of the fire like you were, I would appreciate that.
He does, and he seems to be a bit more relaxed around you.
So I take my hands out from underneath my ass, and I'm talking with my hands. A Decent Noodle will help protect you against anything or anyone that might want to try to take your treasure. And we will try to get you to a point where you can meet up with the clanmate, Fangtooth, as we know him, that will help you and continue to assist you going forward. You'll have your choice when we meet your clanmate as to whether you go with them or stay with us. Does that sound fair?
And you promise keep Keithneck safe?
I will do everything in my power to make certain that you do not fall to any harm at all. You have my word.
Keithneck will look to Guzmik and Joanna as well.
Keithneck, I already said I would keep you safe. I'm not going to add to the best of my abilities. I will keep you safe. And if you need me to roll anything deception-wise, I can. But I really mean it.
Does Guzmik mean it? Out of character, does Guzmik mean it?
Mostly.
Just give me a deception check.
Okay.
Just kind of general feel.
Not going to hurt him or anything, but...
The deception check
18.
is you'll keep him safe always versus
Yeah,
you'll keep
yeah.
him safe to the best of your ability.
I didn't add any, disclaimer to it, to the best of my abilities.
Seems to be accepting.
Won't be.
I'll look over Joanna.
I can't promise it will be safe, but I promise we will keep you safe.
A pause to kind of think a moment and okay, Keithneck, give Decent Noodle chance. Now food? Keithneck heard food?
Well, we have a little bit here, but if we go back to the
Yeah, big food, more
the
foods.
town.
Do you know where the traps are? I think that we struggled quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
If you can guide us through the traps back to the game trail, we'll be able to get to the town and have
How
a
many-
feast.
How many traps do you have out there? I mean, it might help smooth anything over if we can assure them all the traps have been taken care of before we leave.
There's lots of traps, but Keithneck could show you traps and we can make safe.
let's do what we can to make it as safe as we can to go back, and perhaps then tomorrow morning we come back here and we finish the rest of the traps if you feel that you're safe still.
Okay. Keith Knack agrees. With that, Keith Knack will run into the kind of that back room again and scrounge about a bit and come back out with another worn, beaten kind of backpack, rucksack that again seems a little large for him, but he seems to be handling well enough by himself. Okay, Keith Knack show traps.
All right, let's go.
With that, kind of work our way back out to the front area. So Keith Knack, just we break all traps. Back to path.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Keith Knack will show traps. With that, he'll kind of make his way around a bit in the woods, sometimes poking an area here to knock down some leaves into a pit or another ankle kind of trip trap. Some places setting off snares, knocking things down. Others he will leave up. That's stinky fish up there, and that one bee's there, so I'm gonna leave those there. But oh crap. Damn. I really want to just activate them all at once. Oh, here we go. Those were all the traps down here that you all missed.
Worse than back to back. I took that risk.
Twice, you walked directly through a stack of traps. You guys got so lucky. And when Hassian rolled bad, you guys snuck by. But well done. So.
So we didn't hit anywhere near all these clearing them out on the way out, or did we just...
It would have taken a bit of
did a path.
time to kind of set most of them off to make it safe because there was a request being done. So it probably would have taken a while. It's getting darker. Sunset is on the horizon.
Can we fast forward to the
Yep.
going?
So you guys make your way back into Greenlet. Let's bring it out. Well, feel free if you guys want to keep looking around on that one, but well, no, I'm bringing it back.
There could be another candelabra.
Could be so much stuff you guys missed. But with
No,
that,
thank you.
No.
walking back, Keith Knack will follow once you reach the path, and there's moments where he gets close to you to kind of stay safe, but other times kind of steps back away. It seems like he is still feeling out the group.
Okay.
But you make your way back to Greenlet, welcomed by a couple bonfires set up about the town. The cart is still positioned a little ways off to the north. The smells of warming bread. Something on a skillet. Unsure what it is exactly. Bit earthy in spices.
So when we do get back into town, I'm going to try to find the mayor and And I want to pull him aside and talk to him about Kismek and say, look, this is the person that's been out there. They're under our protection right now. So we need to make certain that they feel safe, secure, and welcome. Even though they had traps. The reason they had the traps out there is because many people have been hunting this poor kobold for whatever reason. And we want to make certain that no one here makes him feel uncomfortable. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with a lot more traps in a lot worse areas in a lot worse ways.
Well, we can... I guess it should be fine. No harm was permanently done. Just I'll have a word with Simon just to calm him down a little bit, maybe keep him away, just because he can be a bit big.
Please do, because I really don't want all of the hard work that we just did to bring this poor young kobold out of his area and to disarm the majority of the traps in his area. I don't want that all to go to waste because someone does something rash.
So means all the traps are gone and we're good to go.
They will be tomorrow morning, dependent upon what happens tonight. If Kuzmik does not feel safe, he's going to retreat back. Keithnak to Kuzmik. Keithnak, if he doesn't feel safe, he's going to retreat back into his area that he was at, which we're not going to tell you where he was. And he'll continue to trap the forest. And I hate to be that way, but I've made a promise, and I keep my promises. Made a promise to you to bring him here, and he's here. Whether or not he stays in your town, well, that's up to him and you.
Well, I guess we'll just leave it to him then, and we can, we'll see how the night treats you.
Excellent. Thank you.
During this time away that Hastian, while Hastian was away, Keithnak is definitely a bit skittish. And kind of anytime anybody comes up closer to Joanna and Guzmik, actually to him as well, he'll kind of hide behind the two of you, switching between kind of grabbing onto Guzmik's backpack, despite her, previous attitude towards him. Seems to have warmed up enough with a high charisma score, and will grab Joanna's pant leg on occasion, or robe corner on occasion, just to kind of stick nearby. Maybe not the best charisma, but you have at least warmed him enough that he is willing to hide behind you. With that, the evening kind of celebration gets underway. A few drinks are had and opened. The meal is vegetarian. Mushrooms were on the skillet prior. You've got a root stew going. Tasty, if simple.
Estian is not drinking tonight.
Okay. Sounds like
Guzmik is.
Guzmik is. Joanna? No? Okay. Guzmik, give me a perception check.
Okay. 2/3 of Guzmik of decent noodle
is plenty.
is being perceptive. 23. I am good inebriated.
Well, you actually, while drinking a bit, you catch frying bacon. from somewhere nearby. And you can follow your nose if you so wish.
Yep. I will follow it.
You find off in the distance a bit a small campfire with a pan on top and a Jayla hunkered over frying up some bacon. Seems a bit shocked to have been caught.
Jayla, I mean, don't worry about it. This knows. You mind if I sit down and enjoy a little of your meats?
Well, kind of looks back towards the group and back to you. If you keep this between us, how about a bit of whiskey on the side too?
Yeah, now we're talking. I'd love to add to the pot and give you some more of that mountain's foot, but that was my last dose. That was my last amount, my last sprinkle, I guess.
Oh, that was some good stuff. You said mountain's foot? Can I find that in Gareth? Cause
Oh yeah, I can get you some when we get back there.
I'm sticking here though I got a shift here. Got to help kind of put up some of the houses, so I won't be heading back with y'all. But
when do you think you'll be headed back? I can make some arrangements for you.
I probably got
problem.
a good month here. Just maybe make it a little faster, a couple 10 days. All depends on how how quickly they all sort out where they want to use their supplies. Not the most handy of folk up here.
I'll tell you what. When you get back, you go to the what's the name of my restaurant? The Wild Side Inn?
The Wild Range Inn.
Wild Range. You head to the Wild Range Inn. You tell him Guzmik sent you, and I will have some Mountain's Foot ready for you to go. Free of charge.
Just talk to the bartender there, and you'll
Trouble. You ask for Trouble. And I'm that's his name, okay?
Okay. All right. Asking for trouble.
He's
okay.
gonna be a big guy.
Yeah.
Just go in there. Don't let him intimidate you. He's a gentle giant.
Okay. All right. I like it. That was some good stuff.
Yeah. Tell me, do you work for the Nature's Fury?
I
Frequently?
am subcontracted out on a occasion for a bit of time in the wilds, a bit of escort, and a decent amount of handiwork. Pays good, bonuses better.
You ever wonder what kind of stuff? I mean, she was pretty hands off my goods. I mean, and that makes sense. We don't want people digging through your stuff, but it was pretty intense the way she treated us in there.
But you can't trust everybody that comes on through, and really, if you get a little bit nosy, you just find out you got building supplies, and who is interested in guarding supplies for homes? I mean, the biggest expense be them barrels, but even then, it's doesn't seem like much from far away.
So there's something up here, right? They're filling up the barrels and bringing them back to Gareth? Because those were empty barrels, right? I mean, they were pretty light.
Empty old barrels. That
How is that significant?
give me a persuasion check. Diplomacy check. I'll get this down eventually.
Yeah.
Diplomacy, okay. That's bad. This seems like good information. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Oh, very nice. All right.
Oops. Gonna add one accidentally, and I'll take it away and roll again.
Well, you got 4.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
22.
Um.
Point well spent.
Oh, all right. You see, Kianzel, he's got a deal going on with Cassia. She sends him up a bunch of supplies for this settlement of theirs. And, well, he pulls out a bit of that there Devil's Cut whiskey for her. He's got some way of talking to that wood and getting out a lot of that there delicious whiskey.
Oh, holy shit. That's what we want for payment.
That's why I said the bonuses, even better. Now don't go tell, I'm trusting you with this. You don't go telling everyone about this. It's a good deal for me too, so.
I would tell nobody. I mean, yeah, that is a lie, because I'm clearly gonna tell Decent Noodle. But yeah, I'll just say, tell nobody. This is our secret.
Our secret. And she'll kind of, mention to you guys' little smorgasbord hiding in the corner that you two are enjoying. Anything else quickly with Jayla, or good to enjoy your snacks for a bit?
Snacks and drinks and getting crazy drunk.
Hestian, Joanna, you've got a few people, plenty of people offering you food, offers of drink if you want it. If not, plenty of fresh water. Just kind of a happy atmosphere that there is another shipment, another delivery to their little corner of the world.
So I'm gonna check in with Kuzmik and see if we. No, what is
Keith Knack.
Keith Knack? Gosh darn it, I'll get it correct sometime. I'm gonna check in with Keith Knack and see if they are feeling okay. I know it's not going to be comfortable for Keith Knack, but I want to make certain that he's feeling as if he can trust as long as he's near us.
He hasn't really gotten more than 5 to 10 feet from either one or any person of Decent Noodle. Anytime somebody goes off, he's making sure that he's sticking with at least somebody. And it's safe so far. Seems to be doing okay.
You tell me if you're not feeling safe. And the minute you don't feel safe, we will leave, okay?
Okay. Listen for Keith Knack's yell.
You're going to be right next to me, Keith Knack. I'm going to stay with you all night.
We should introduce him to Jayla, though. I mean, if she's gonna be here for a month, should be a good.
Well, that's the question now. Keith Knack, are you going to stay here, or are you going to come with Decent Noodle?
Let's introduce to Jayla first, and then ask him.
Okay.
Because
So you're
right
gonna
now,
look
I mean, he
around for
only knows
Jayla.
us. Yeah. Well, I'll look around if Guzvik's eating like bacon and stuff. Maybe I'll hold
Find her.
off. Yeah, well, I was gonna. I don't want to crash the party.
Gotta smell it first.
Jayla's kind of missing. You don't kind of catch her. There's not a whole lot of people here, but she's just not really visible. I'll give you a perception check though if you want to try to hunt for her.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
16?
It'll take you a while, but you could probably suss it out. At this point in time, it's more tipsy laughter than it is the smell of bacon that kind of catches you to this little corner of a secondary party.
Keith Knack, this is Jayla. She's the one that came up with us and actually helped us quite a bit and kind of saved my life at one point. So, I think you two would enjoy each other.
Okay. He's not super excited to be meeting Jayla, it seems. He is, hi, and will kind of hide back behind you again like a shy 10-year-old.
Jayla, do you mind if we sit by the fire and hang out?
Well, you're you're more than welcome to have a seat. Let me just well, hold on. Let's build this up a little bit. It kind of takes a little time to kind of build up the fire now that the contraband seems to be taken care of.
Kind of want to. That has a bad word in it, but shoot, nothing.
try to break the ice a bit. Sure.
Yeah.
Keithnack will chat a bit and will answer questions, respond in kind, ask his own. But you do sense a bit of coldness coming from Keithnack. Jayla seems to... She's just having a good time.
Kuzmik will try to entertain the group with a little bit of juggling. It's just something she's dabbling in.
Okay.
Just as like a,
Let's give a
sort of
performance
an
check for that
icebreaker
then.
type thing. Okay. Watch what I can do, you guys. I've been working on it a little bit. I'm real green with it, but yeah, 12. I think it might be the items I'm juggling. They're different, so it's a little harder. I mean, I'm sure if Hestian was here, he would really put on a show for you. Oh, you are.
Yeah.
As she's trying to juggle, I'm gonna walk in and pick him off and start juggling above her head with a 25.
As you went to kind of step in, Kuzmik, you had it for a little bit, and then one gets a little high and away from you, and as you kind of threw it up, it hits Hastian in the face, but he's able to kind of like grab it as it comes down and then like catches them in midair from you and is able to continue going. You had it, and then that one got away, and now Hastian's got him.
Are you ready for a pass?
I was vibing with it. Yeah, go ahead.
Throw him back to you. Gonna throw him back to you. Ready?
Yeah.
I think we should make performance checks again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hastian, you're a bit out of practice with passing, and Kuzmik, passing's darn near new to you.
Like, in my defense, I'm drunk and I have never done passbacks, okay?
All right, no, hang on. Before we go any further, I need to tell you something. When I was a wee lad in the circus, I was trained on how to do this, and you're doing far better than I ever did in my first attempts. Deception.
Well, thank you. Oh.
19.
Thank you. I feel great about my work too.
You're doing fantastic. Just keep practicing.
Just need that practice.
We'll work on it together.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Maybe when I'm not fully inebriated.
Yes.
I mean, it's encouraging to hear that I'm doing so well because I feel really clumsy right now.
No, you're doing really, really well.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, after a little bit of time, your secondary party gains a member that Kianzel kind of makes his way over. Here was the, well, I guess our little helpers. Thank you for helping out. Now, I gotta head off here and take care of something overnight. If what's the thought on, you know, I feel bad, or you guys did us a favor. How about that, that cask of that Baneberry mead? Would that be sufficient?
For now. Actually, here's the thing. If he, and I point towards our kobold friend, chooses to stay here, instead of the Baneberry mead, I'll need your word. I'll need your word that you will protect him within an inch of your life.
And his necklace.
We don't mention the necklace.
Well, like, technically, you know, you could protect him, but, like, you steal him and then he's pissed.
That you will protect him and treat him as if he was a family member.
Well, that's, you know, here we're just a kind of a loose-knit community of like-minded folk.
Right then, I'll make certain to tell, what's her name?
Cassia?
Sorry, Cassia. I'll make certain to tell Cassia that you're not really happy with the shipments that have come up here. Thanks. I start to turn away.
He'll let you go.
If you don't want to take, all we're asking is that you keep another member of your community safe if that member chooses to be here.
If they choose to be here, then we can try to keep them safe. But that's all we can try.
Fine, give me the Baneberry meat. I'm going to take him with us.
All right. Do you want that now, or do you want to when you head back with the other shipment?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow it
We
is.
get back.
Players. What are your thoughts on Keith Knack and his drinks? Letting him go? Encouraging him?
I don't care if he drinks or not. I'm still keeping an eye on him being completely sober. Well, Hestian's being completely sober.
I didn't know if you wanted to, you know, share and have a drink with him, or just kind of let him do his own.
I'm allowing him to do his own thing because sometimes if you have a shot of liquid courage, it lets you feel out people in general.
As long as people aren't pressuring him.
Yeah, I'll let him do whatever he wants.
Okay. You probably have a couple drinks. Definitely a little bit more relaxed. But he has not let himself get too far gone, it does seem. With that, Kianzel will leave. You do see the cart and the horses kind of make their way off a bit, heading north. Anything else you all as players would like to do this evening in Greenlet?
No, the only thing I would like to do is check in with Keith Nat and see if he's feeling comfortable here or if he wants to stick with Decent Noodle.
She not too scary, but I don't know.
All right, you think about it tonight. You don't have to decide right now. Tomorrow morning, Decent Noodle, has to go back south to the bigger town. So it's up to you whether you want to come with us to the larger town and try to find your clanmate, or if you want to stay here and let us try to find your clanmate and send him here.
The big town does have Guzvik's family. They're pretty nice. I think they would maybe take you in if.
Guzmik will smile with all her pointy teeth.
Ugh.
he does seem relieved that there's options, and is getting to that point of being a bit tired, it seems.
Decide in the morning. Sleep on it.
All right. Where are we? Where's Decent Noodle sleeping?
You'd be kind of encouraged to take up really any area you want. You can set up kind of your tent. The loose knit kind of group will kind of aim to keep watch for anybody, especially as guests. Cyrenthe encourages you all to get a restful night's sleep. When Cyrenthe comes up, Keith Knack does hide behind the nearest member of Decent Noodle. But really, you can kind of take any spot you want and set up tent and get a full night's rest if you wish.
I'm going to do a medicine check on myself to see if I can heal any of the stuff that happened. And that is a 22.
2d8, and with time, you're probably just fine. I think you only had a couple little ankle rolls.
5 points of damage, and thankfully I just rolled 5 points of healing.
There you go.
I don't trust necessarily the watch. This is the circus performer in me. I don't trust the watches of the town. I would really appreciate if the rest of Decent Noodle would help me out and set up watches for the night. Guzmik first.
I wish you would have said
Maybe she
that
should be last.
before. Because we're in a bit of a quandary here. Like, I don't like the last shift, and I can't do the first one unless you really just want me to look at, like, the floor.
All right, then don't worry about it.
No. I want to help. I want to help. I'll take the middle shift, if that's all right with you guys. I should be better by then.
Definitely.
Not
So
happy about
You're
it.
gonna be drunk and hungover for your shift. Instead of drunk or hungover.
Got a point.
Guzmik, no, you just... All right,
We can do it.
Johanna, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
If
I can
both
do it.
of
I can
us-
help.
Yeah, she's yelling pretty loud.
I'm helping.
Joanna, if you take the first shift, I'll take the second, and we'll just do 2 shifts tonight, 4 hours apiece. I will be well rested, and I'll be able to let you both sleep in for probably another 2 hours than normal. But I want our kobold friend to feel safe between 2 members of the party that are helping him out. So I set up the tent, bedroll, and mine in between. And I say, that's yours for the night.
In the process of setting up the tent and kind of starting out the bedrolls, he'd have started to unpack his own. And just like his own old bag, there are holes in it, moth-eaten, threadbare. But he does have his own that he's willing to sleep in, but at the pointing of yours, does seem a little bit excited.
Poor little guy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Decent Noodle really has a soft spot for the downtrodden.
Yeah, we do. While he's settling in, I am going to... Are there any people that are selling things here in the little hamlet?
I guess what were you looking for? You could probably barter with some people.
I'm looking for a granny that's been making quilts.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try to find someone that has like quilts and stuff. Then I say, look, I admire your wares, and I have a little need. Do you have something that would be about child size, human child size, that is comfortable, warm, but not too warm, that someone could wrap up in when the spring mornings are cold or the fall afternoons are a bit bitey.
Well,
That has a decent earthy look to it.
well, I got something that could possibly work for you. It's a little old, but it do the job. Now, what do you?
As long
What do you?
as it's not like moth-eaten or anything.
Oh no, it's just a little worn. It just doesn't look as good, but it'll do the job. But what do you got to trade for it?
10 copper.
Oh, Sonny, what am I gonna do with 10 copper out here?
I got some soap.
That's what I was looking at. I got nothing. I got a crossbow I can't use.
Well,
You have a candelabra.
soap's a good start.
I've got this, and I pull up the silver candelabra piece. Like I know it's a bit fancy for normally the taste of this area, but I'm certain that one of you makes candles. And what do you set them on? Plates? No. Person of your obvious taste and skill should have something to hold the candles that they don't put the wax upon your wares.
You throw in that soap and we could make that a deal.
Fine. Let
Okay.
me see the wares first. Let me see the thing first.
She pulls out a quilt. It'll work. It's more so like somebody has worn it a decent amount, and as you end up sitting on it, it kind of gets worn a little bit in some places, but it's still gonna be, quite useful.
That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that looks almost new.
You can have my
And-
soap if you need it.
And
you can
this
have the copper
candelabra
plate. I've got that copper
and
plate
this
too.
soap are worth more out here than a brand new blanket would be, because it's summer, or it's spring according to the calendar, and you don't need that protection against the weather until probably about 3 months from now. And what have you got going on aside from stitching up a new one?
Now here, Sonny, I get it. I understand you're making it work, but Valerie, she got a little one coming, but I could work a little bit harder to get another one done here. I was
I'm not
saving
talking
this
a
one.
baby blanket. I am talking a full-size child's blanket.
It is. When she pulls it out, it is about the size you're looking for. The color is a bit muted based on what they have out here, but
That's fine.
it probably do with you.
All right. So I give her my soap and my candelabra, and I say, thank you very much. And I take the quilt.
Okay.
And I go back to our tent, and I present the quilt to our kobold friend, and I say, look, all of your equipment looks like it needs a little bit of work. I'm going to start with this to replace your bedroll. And we will make certain that by the time we're done, if you travel with us, that you're well protected and you're well equipped. Because that's what we do. And I hand him the thing.
He'll kind of take it and look up at you, and I guess you're unsure the exact temperament of him, whether he's excited, about to cry, or just drunk. But he will take it and throw it around his shoulders, and then kind of go in for a quick little hug before running into the tent.
And I give him a hug back.
Cute.
All right, Joanna. Good night.
I get it.
Guzmik snoring already.
I retire for the evening.
I do not.
So you're looking to get about 4 hours in, and then wake up Hastian, and he'll just kind of make it the rest of the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll give Joanna 6 hours of sleep. Because after 4 hours, I'm fine. As an elf, yay! And I won't wake Guzmik up for, what would that be, 10 hours. So hopefully she won't be horribly hungover. And if our kobold friend wakes up, he can sit out with me and we can chat, see where he's at.
Sure. Joanna, give me a perception check and a will save.
What?
Asking for a will save makes me want to use a hero point.
It's up to you. It's your choice.
Nah,
Just do the will save.
Ah, okay.
Oh, no.
Fuck, use the hero point. Use the hero
You
point.
can do it
Well,
now.
it's... okay.
We don't know what it's for, though. Could be nothing.
I
So-
don't like that red number.
Okay.
16. Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Over your watch, you do catch a few moments of Seamont kind of making his rounds. Being on edge for that time with all the traps, you almost fell asleep. You caught yourself. Because that was wild. That adrenaline came down again. It's like a second crash. But you were able to make your way throughout the night, throughout your watch. Assuming you'd be at about a decent place, and you may catch a bit of rustling from in the tent that Hastian seems to be about getting ready, or at least turning around a bit, that he seems to be time's up if you want to swap on out.
I'm gonna go back and I'll say, I did it. I stayed awake. Have fun.
I go ahead and I sit back and
Give me a perception check, Hastian.
oh, hang on.
Man, this music does not fit using a hero point. Oh.
Yes, it does.
I know.
11.
Seems all good on the home front. The snoring from one building differs from another. Some are silent, some are loud.
I'm actually walking around the tent.
Just the tent?
Yep.
Okay.
And not in a regular pattern, if you will. I'll go around clockwise twice and then once counterclockwise, once clockwise, twice counterclockwise.
I hope I wake up to a little path.
You will.
Probably will. You don't catch it, actually. Okay. The night goes on. Dawn starts to break. Walking the whole night, Hastian?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And again, not like just casually walking, stopping occasionally, blah blah blah.
You kind of reach that point of like just being in a trance, almost. Looking about, making your route twice round, 3 times, turning back. Before you catch yourself a couple times, maybe not stumbling, but waking up thinking, man, I think I've made about 4 times around this same direction. As the sun starts to rise, you get a little more relaxed as you fall once more into a trance. And the 3 of you feel the same comforting darkness. You see the maw of a great red dragon descending upon you once again. While you raise your hand in defense, you're ready for that blue ring. But before the dragon clamps down, you stab a blade into the soft gums as your body is racked by a devastating roar. The vision changes to that of a gauntlet slowly rotating on a familiar pillar. In the feast hall again, with the mug raised and the silver ring on the thumb. But before you can drink, the mug is knocked away from your hand by another. In the darkness, a small hand places something onto an altar before a glint of light catches the gold coin in the green hands wearing a silver ring. The battlefield again, tired and weary, you raise your sword wielding a light blue ring as a gentle hand touches your forearm and a soothing sensation envelops your arm. A gold-scaled hand slips within a gleaming gauntlet. Arrows once again plummeting, feeling the cold spread from you as you raise your hand, your eyes focus on the black ring, before a shadow of a darkened figure and protective shield covers you. A closed hand with a blue ring throws some dice or knuckles onto a desk. Wind rushing past you as you fall through a crevice, nothing below you for hundreds of feet, hands splayed in panic with the gold ring glinting on one hand. In the distance, water rushing towards you. But before you hit the ground, you freeze in midair. A mailed middle finger lifts away from a rusted, shattered haft. While raising a wand in 2 hands, the silver ring glints as a sallow face roars in desperation. The background clears to see a huddled mass of scared faces. Another massive foe towers over you as you raise your hand with one black ring to deflect and return the blows that are raining down upon you. Parched and crawling in the desert as a gold ring hand reaches forward to grasp sand as a shadow of a figure covers you and you feel a coldness wash over you. A rusted, shattered haft is slid from the glove with one remaining grasping finger. In the frozen tundra, cold and freezing, you ward away a pack of wolves with a red-ringed hand as you look down to see another figure crawling away, leaving a trail of blood. A dark, mud and dirt-covered ring the size of a plate is lifted from the dirt with small clawed hands. A dozen or so more visions of heroic last stands twisted to something more, with previously unseen visions scattered throughout. The 3 of you awake, Hastian realizing that you were walking in circles, half asleep, but you awake and come to the sounds and smells of a damp morning, crackling fire, smells of mushrooms roasting, and sweet cinnamony breads. And with that, we're going to end tonight.
Dope.
Had to throw it in there. The night seemed to go fine. No problems at the moment. How you guys feeling? Players? Good? Should we keep going?
Makes me
Yeah.
happy.
Go, okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, this is I was wondering when this was gonna come back at us.
This is a good place to stop, though.
Yeah, well, definitely is. luckily I have a week to plan for the rest of the, well, I guess, options of where the players might be heading to. But viewers, thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for watching. It was definitely a different episode this week, and I think the players were a bit on edge during the trap during the first half session. So that was all enjoyable. That was new. I don't know. I think they were pretty darn on edge.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
That was stupid. No,
Too on edge.
too on edge.
No, I think it went really well.
It did.
Awesome. Well, again, everyone, thank you for hanging out and watching. I do want to mention that the music that you heard tonight, and you're going to hear in a little bit, is from the Bard the Derpwood. Follow them on YouTube. If you want to jump into my Discord, come on into the Moonflower Tavern, kind of chat with us. Let me know how I'm doing. I'd love to any constructive criticisms so that we can make the stream even more enjoyable. I think that's about it. Players, well, I'll get you guys to a little bit of your thoughts. Mike, let's start with you. How can the viewers find you and keep up to date with all things Madcap?
Well, as I said, I'm Madcap23 on most social media platforms. If not that, I'm Madcap with some number. I regularly do TikToks and sporadically do YouTube videos about TTRPGs because I have 30 years of experience doing them, and how to try to make them more enjoyable for your players and for your DM in some cases. You can find me almost anywhere, Twitch, Twitter, etc. I also hang out with Guild Superior on occasion, but here every Wednesday night. I have been Hestian, your Whisper Elf Rogue tonight, and I have been enjoying the hell out of the platform of Cyrenthe.
Thank you very much, because I am enjoying constantly playing with you guys and telling a story, and I guess we'll see where it leads to. I kind of kept it open to see what direction the players went, and I feel like Allie might be interested in adopting a new kobold companion. But Allie, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, how you're doing with the game, and I guess, yeah, we'll focus on that.
Yeah. I would like to say that getting a callback for this little cobalt was so much better than getting a callback to a map maker that we killed and had to look at his initials on a bunch of maps. So, yeah, very, very happy. I played Joanna, the human monk, and I will probably adopt at least one kobold.
Okay, well,
I hope it's this one.
or another campaign, you'll play a kobold or something. They're so cute and
Ooh.
adorable.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're so cute.
Everyone we've met.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
far.
true.
Yeah. Shelly, a little bit about yourself and where everyone can find you.
All right. Well, Shelly, you can find me at Real Flea Monkey on Twitter, and over at Guild Superior every Tuesday we're doing Greyhawk. It's pretty fun. And then here every Wednesday, doing Cyrenthe. It's also pretty fun. As a recap, tonight I played Guzmek, your friendly neighborhood cleric, goblin, and yeah, I'm excited that we just had another vision, a group vision. We need to start talking about this. That's all. The end.
Cool. Again, players, thank you for coming back to play with me every week. We will be back next week, 7:30 on Wednesday, for another round of Cyrenthe, playing some Pathfinder 2. But I think tonight I'm going to send everyone off on a raid to Nat 20 Productions again, because they are playing Pathfinder. We want to share that Pathfinder love, so please join us in the raid, and we will see you all next week. Thanks for hanging out.